Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Wednesday, April the 17th, 2019. It's 12:53 p.m. my time. Today is something different topic we're going to talk about. A lot of people are stuck and don't know where to go when they first start off their channel, or say they've been doing it a few months and they get stuck and there's so much things going on and they don't know which works. Well, to name it, this topic is talking about how to decide which idea to go with or pursue which idea. And there's 8 steps. Number 1, you got to generate good ideas. Get a lot of ideas and narrow them down. Don't try to figure it out all at once. You want to narrow it down. 2, the most important, organizing them. You want to be organized. Number 3, choose your respective and setting goals. Remember, we always talk about taking notes, setting goals. That falls in number 3. And number 4, consider what results to create. Make a note of what you want to create and check out the other results from YouTube, or if you're writing a certain book, or you're painting a portrait for that day. And then number 5, clarify your why. Why do you want to create this? What is it, the passion you have to create this on number 5? Do you want to be popular? You want to mark a business? Share an idea, something personal? Is that what you want to do? Number 6, pick the idea that fulfills your purpose. Multiple ideas. They're more than one. And you want to pick that certain one. Number 7, it's always good to rate your ideas. You could rate a 9, 10, or 4. Category on like how easy, how enjoyable, and how do you succeed in it. Give it a 5. How big impact is your goal? You get to be correctable, or you want to be a correctable and be some kind of type of authority of it. You can give that a 24. You rate it on your highest rate, whatever your highest rate is. Maybe you can start from that passion there. A lot of people get stuck on that. And number 8, do what you really want to do. It gives you clarity what you want out of the highest score. Go for your passion. That's the mainest thing. You figure out what your passion is. And you go and you work from there, collecting your notes, watching other people's YouTube channels, and setting your goals. I watch a lot of Gillian Perkins. Watch her. She has a lot of ways of helping you boost your channel or whatever goal and idea you're trying to reach. Those are the first 8 steps. I will go over it again. Let's just go back to this. Number 1, repeat. Generate good ideas. Get a lot of ideas and just start narrowing them down little by little. 2, organize them. Organize the ideas you just figured out and come across. 3, you choose a respective setting goals. Number 4, consider what results of what you created. Make note of it. What you created, check out other results from other YouTubers, or write a certain book. You want to paint a certain portrait. You want to put some of your art out there. That's the way to start. Being an author, just being a writer. I'm a writer. I've not made it to being an author yet. Working on that. 5, clarify your why. Why are you doing it? Why did you choose to want to do things with art? Is it something you love? Is it something you just want to try to see if it grows? These are things you have to jot down and make note of that. Or you want to mark a business? You want to share some kind of personal idea? That's what number 5 was. Number 6 is pick the idea that fulfills your purpose. They can be more than one ideas, but like I said, it falls in number 1. You want to narrow them down. And 7, you want to rate your ideas. And list certain categories, questions, make note of it. Category, how easy, how enjoyable it is. Have you succeeded? Give a 5. How big impact your goal you get to. You want to feel like it's some kind of authority, something inspiring. You can rate it a 24. Your highest rate you go by. 8, do what you really want to do is your final. It gives you clarity what you want out of your highest rating score. Go for your passion. If it's being a teacher, you want to teach on your videos. You got all the materials and all the tools, and you paid, and you got everything you need. Your notes, everything in front of you. Go for being a teacher. If it's being a writer, a blogger, a travel vlogger with a V. Go for it. And the last final note that I'm going to say this on this part is set your goals, take your notes. Most of all, believe in yourself. If you can't believe in you, how can anybody else believe in you? Believe in yourself. That is very important. So that's all the steps of 1 through 8 on how to create which idea to go with or pursue when you're doing your videos. This relates to YouTube. You might have another platform you work on, but this here relates to YouTube. Well, this is not a very long one, but I hope you all enjoy this, and I hope this video on how to decide which idea to go with or pursue, I hope this video helps you out on the upcoming dreams that you're trying to pursue on your channel. Well, you all have a great Wednesday. Do something uplifting. Share a special story that can be uplifting to someone that's down. Share that special story. We'd like to hear it. If you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you have any questions on these 8 steps, that we just discussed on how to decide which idea to go with or pursue. And let's get back to that reading and writing. Thanks, guys. Oh, you just about missed it, David. Good afternoon. How you doing today? You about just missed the video. I was about to close out. I was going over 8 steps on how to decide which idea to go with or pursue with your channel. And there was listed 8 steps, and that's what this video was about. But you missed it a little bit there. You're doing good? That's great. I'm glad you're doing great. Good news is better than bad news, isn't it? We like good news. I'm trying to find them. So what you been up to? Donald's out there doing some more weed eating. It's a lot of work out there. I try to. I come up because I like working with steps on certain things instead of just talking about writing. I mean, this basically falls into, because a lot of people, they got so much ideas and they get stuck. Well, where would I begin? I got like 10 different ideas. And these 8 steps is basically telling them to narrow it down, not to try to go from too much things at once. You break them down like I do to Say the Cat Writes a Novel. You got to break the book down in order to learn and get ideas out of it. And it was 8 steps. Number 1 was to, first of all, generate good ideas. You can get a lot of ideas, and then you have to, like I said, narrow them down. You write them down, narrate your ideas down. 2, then you have to go back and organize them. If you don't organize, that falls with the note-taking, the goals. You're going to be all over the place and be lost in what you were before. Number 3, you got to choose your respective setting goal out of the ideas that you pick. You pick that one respective goal and you work from there on that. Number 4, you got to consider what results create. Which one creates the most results on the ideas you choose from. And then you make a note of that idea that got the most results, you check it out, you write it down, and like most people do, they go and check out the other people's videos, their scores. They're seeing what kind of works on them and what does it. And that gives you ideas from other people's YouTube. Then 5, you got to figure out, clarify your why. Why did you choose that idea? Why did you pick that selective goal in that idea that you chosen from? That's what's helping me. Is your world happy? What's going on in your world making you happy? You consider you consider your results. If you're writing a book or painting a poetry, you can go that route. And then after you clarify why, is it because you want to be popular? You want to mark a business, be in some type of marketing, or just wanting to share a personal story or idea? Some people do that. Something personal. And number 6, pick the idea that fulfills your purpose. They can be more than one of them. But you pick the one that really fulfills your purpose, and that helps you on your channel. So you said your world's happy. What's got you so happy? Did you find you a new woman? Is that what's got you all happy? 7, rate your ideas. From 4 to 24, you can rate them. And you want to list like the category. How easy is it? How enjoyable is it? Are you going to give it a 5? How big is the impact on your goal? And is it something you want to be an authority over? You can reach up to 24. It's like the highest rate for that. You do your ratings on it. And then number 8, do what you really want to do. It gives you clarity for what you decide of the idea or goal you're choosing. It gives you clarity of it. And then you want to pick your highest score from that. Then you go from that passion from the highest score you chose. And that was the 8 steps I was doing. Well, that is definitely good. When you wake up every morning, that's just as great. Exactly. I should have thought of that the first time, but you know. I'd be thinking it's some female. It done flooded your heart and warmed you up, and then your day just started off. But that's good, yes. That's the most important. He's the only one that's most really important in our lives. That don't let us down. He puts us through tests, and we in our fleshly thoughts thinks, oh, he could do better. He can change that around. Why did he put me through that? We're not supposed to question it. But another part comes to mind, well, then how you going to know? If you don't question some things, how you going to learn about them? I read the word, don't always understand it, but I kind of have a little back and forth confusion on some things. But I am a believer, a true believer, no doubt about it. Sometimes I have blind moments. Maybe that's some of my funny moments. I have blind moments a lot lately. That's what happens when you oversleep. I didn't wake up at 9 o'clock this morning. Very unusual. I'm usually awake before my boyfriend goes to work. I'm usually awake right before Donald gets ready and they head on out to the school. But this morning, I guess I was just tired, drained from the videos and stuff. I guess it drained me from last week and some this week. Yeah, I need it. Sometimes I'll be trying to edit and write my book like at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, oh, Lord, I'm sitting there falling asleep at my computer. I said, no, this can't happen now. I'd go get me a cup of coffee and try to jack myself back up. Then my vision's messing with me. I said, no, it's time to shut it down, put it on pause, and go back to it tomorrow or whenever. Sometimes I take breaks. And I took a break a little bit Monday because I did a lot of my writing stuff on the weekend. Because Monday I was really busy. We was gone about all day. And sleep is Very important to have. So, what else have you been doing? Have you been exploring nature, going on hikes or anything like that? That's fun. I take a little journal with me and I explore and I observe and of different animals or different trees I observe and ain't never seen before and try to draw it, but I can't draw it the best I can, or I just take a picture of it and try to look at it. Study with certain trees of certain places I hike and stuff like that. You got a video? Just send me what video? You got a hiking video you went on? Yeah. If you can send it through a email, that'll work too. Because I've cleaned out a lot of emails. I had bunches of email, junk email that didn't need to be in there. No, I just go, just hang out, enjoy the day, and write new songs. That's why I like to get my writings outside too. But of course, my end, other than yesterday, it's been raining about all week. Yesterday and today has been the driest we had all weekend. But now I got my rain boots. I won't get flooded out. I got the proper shoes now. I'm ready for the next flood of rain that we have, which I hope we don't have it for a while. It'll be good on our garden. We're going to work on putting a garden right here out my window. Gets the most sun right out in this area. Donald's going to help with that, with the garden. While his daddy's at work, and he's going to get to go work with him tomorrow and Friday. So his daddy's going to take him to work with him. The boss man's going to see how he's going to do. He's a fast learner, though. Very smart. Now, that video I told about how to put a book together. Oh. You talking about that one? Is that the one you was going to put into the email and never got around to it? You was probably busy. Probably real busy. You get busy or you get sidetracked with other things. That happens. It looks pretty. I got some clouds and all out there. Y'all need to wake y'all's lazy stuff up. Yeah, see the clouds coming in. Yeah, and I just figured you was just busy or had something else going on. It happens. But I appreciate you putting that together, though. That'd mean a lot. But yeah, that was about all of that. The 8 steps. Because a lot of people, even when they first start out, even I did the first 2 months of going live stream, just giving it a shot. I got stuck. I was like, well, I didn't read some of this story. I didn't read the whole book. Maybe the audience was kind of bored with that book, or I need to get more into it. I had to do some practice in audio. Just reading out loud, that usually helps you get your little dullness offhand, helps you get you more reading out there. So I done some practicing on that. And then I done another reshot with the keeper. Because maybe, I got some views on it, but maybe I need to get more into it when I read it. Because it's a really good book. It's magic books for young adults. It's witches and warlocks and some for younger teen adults. I think I'm on chapter 3 or 4, I think, in it now. In that book. Learn their expressions, learn how to when to pause on some of that. That falls under through your grammar crap. If you don't know when to put that breath or that comma in, and you're trying to read it, it's going to sound like a damn run-on sentence. See, I'm having to work on that. It's more than just reading words across a page. And it's challenging. Some of them words are hard to pronounce. So I try to go to the Google thing to teach me how to pronounce a certain word. Because it sounds funny when, oh, that don't sound right. The viewer sitting there listening to you, she said that wrong. I want to make sure I correct that before I even do that, you know. I've made some videos where I admit I couldn't pronounce a word. Or my phone was being stupid that day and it was slow, wouldn't load it up right, so I just had to pronounce it the best I could. It's the point I still went on with my live stream regardless. I didn't let it stop me. But I love to read. Reading is knowledge. That's how you learn. If you don't read nothing, your brain gets mush, and that makes your memory progress to be slower. The more you read, the more it keeps your memory sharp. I have a book for you, Writing Your Life Story by Bernard. Is that Seeking or Secking? Selling by Bernard Selling. Okay, I got you. Awesome. I'll be glad to read that too. Because a lot of the other ones, before I got to Save the Cat, writes a novel, all of them are real old and kind of outdated. I mean, I go back sometimes, look at from where I've started and where I'm at now, and use those books for back then, but I like up-to-date things, and that'll help me too. That would be awesome. And I will read it. Anything like that. I was trying to look up that one about the, what was that book you had? Was it Gold Treasury? Shoot. Something about Treasury. I tried to look it up, and I couldn't find the one that you was talking about. They had so many of them, and I wasn't sure which one of that one that you had. So I got a lot of books. I've studied out of a lot of them. But it just has to be that certain one that's really got to. Because you see, you know what a lot of my weakness is. I shared it with you on there. When he gets most of that cut out there, I got a lot of trash and all around that to pick up. Where all these stray cats been dragging trash in our yard. Can't stand that. So you can do. So that'd be awesome. Because books is how you learn. And then so all these are notes. This is halfway done to this journal. It's getting there. All that. Notes taking, goals. So I have both. I just recently found this one. I think Sunday. And then I got a lot of notes in here. All that. It's halfway through it. Then we stopped at, actually, from Friday we was on Acts 1, the beat sheets. But we got a little bit past that. We're about to be on 3 next. I'm going in sections so I don't get confused on this stuff. And I wrote and listed some term words that didn't register. And I know I learned it back in school, but daggone, I've been out since 92. Got to go backwards a little bit and refresh your memory. And I jotted it down, and then it started coming back to me, some of the words on there. I have another book on The Writer's Little Helper by James V. Smith Jr. Oh, wow, you got all kind of books. It's probably helped you out with your music too, hasn't it? Or some of them separate with your music. The Writer's Little Helper. I had something that was called Paper Dolls. I looked at Writer's Paper Dolls. I don't know if that was a good one. I read a little sample on it, but I'm not sure if that's as good as the ones you got or not. By James V. Smith Jr. James V. Smith. I think I've heard of him. James V. Smith Jr. That name sounds familiar. Oh, you did that by yourself. Wow. That's awesome there. Takes hard work, a lot of brainstorming. Do you like make a saying out of it? You write it down the list, and you like make a writing, a saying for each letter. And then you do it that way and you write it songs, or you just make the story out of it and then you turn it into the song. Just based on your everyday life. A lot of people do it that way. I do it like that way in poetry. Gets my flow going, gets my rhyme going. Then I can just boom, 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 go from there. It helps my flow stay afloat. I did that Tuesday. Yeah, 409. Last Tuesday. Friday. Then I started in the other one on that one. Got it marked so I don't lose my place where I stopped at. But that's basically what this video is about. The 8 steps on how to pursue or go with your passion, basically, and how to go from there when you got so many ideas. You just have to break your ideas down. Take notes. Always add your goals in there. And then you list your clarity why you want to actually pursue that certain goal, that certain passion. You list the notes of that, and that helps you break out the ideas that you want to do before you go live stream on your channel. I make a story out of it, and then I write a song. Right, so it's sort of like, it's still like doing poetry, but you're exchanging the poetry into music, like that. It does kind of, I mean, it fits together. Maybe I need to do it more like that on stories. They don't have to always be bad, but the things you went through that's bad helps you learn from it. Even when you look back on some of the things you went through, it was a nightmare to you. You came out at the top, you came a survivor. Hey, I could write a song called Survivor. Being a survivor. Through 2 divorced marriages. My mom was married 3 times. Just hope I wasn't picking up her pattern. Like the saying goes, the apple don't fall far from the tree. But my mother was a good woman. She just picked out bad men. Like I did start off with. I'm like, Lord, I don't want to fall on her track record on the men part. Because it's hard. Sometimes you just got to put yourself out there. But you don't want to put yourself out there too quick. Because then you pick out the wrong ones that way too. I have this other book named Dr. Grammar's Rights from Wrongs. Ooh, the grammars, and it helps you with your grammar stuff. Awesome. Oh, wow, you get a lot of them. Writing your life story, that's a good one. The writer's little helper. Dr. Grammar. Rights from Wrongs. Oh, awesome. I bet you have a big old bookcase, don't you? Which one? The grammar one? And the probably the grammar one to borrow or something. And the writer's little helper, that looks good. But I'll probably just borrow one at a time. Don't want to lose them. And I'll take bunches of notes out of it. I'll type it out on the computer and then print it out on my printer that way. I'll have copies of the main things I need from it. That'll work. By Dr. Grammar's Rights from Wrongs. I don't know why in the world I haven't come across them books. Looks very interesting. Sure, that'll work. You don't have to ask nobody. It seems like it's like a chore to family members. You try to ask for help. It's like a chore to them. So I don't try to bug my family. I was going all about it, trying to do it all on my own. And if you're stuck at something that you're not good at yet, far as the grammar, knowing where to put the bullet points at of the story, I've not reached that far. I'm learning about that. Kind of confusing. Um, it's going to mess up even more. Sometimes you have to have a guide to kind of help you, or a manual or something. Really? You don't need that one? I have one, but it's a grammar thing, but it's only for certain things I can use it on. Like all poetry. Uh, I think my word processor, I could use it on that. But it don't work on everything that I'm doing that relates to typing or writing. It doesn't work on that, on everything. If you don't need it, sure, that would probably really help me out a lot. That'll help speed up some of my correction with my errors on that. This one's for everything. You talking about the grammar one? It's for everything I need. Awesome. Oh yes, that would probably help me out tremendously. Oh, okay. Because you're good on your grammar stuff. You don't need it. Was you ever an English teacher? Yeah, that book would be a lot of help for me on my grammar and stuff. That would be awesome. You can get eat up mosquitoes out there, are you? Because I got that spray right there on the corner of the couch. If you start getting to eat it, mm-hmm. You probably still open that door and to help the breeze flow some. Oh, damn, I forgot to open that window too. That book will help me out a lot. I hope so. Much as problems I have with grammar and crap, I'm gonna need something. Yeah, that will help me out. I'm sure it will. Oops. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go help do some little bit of yard work out there. It needs it. And it's according when I get done. I might do a couple uploads or something. I ain't sure yet later on. But this will probably be all the live stream I'll do today. So I can get some stuff done out there. But I do appreciate you coming on and stay until about when I'm ready about to end. And I hope you have a great Wednesday. Keep writing your music, stay strong, and don't give up on your passion. You have a great day too. Thank you. And if you all like this video, and nobody else ain't come on except Bessie, but those will view it once it uploads. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. Have any questions over the 8 steps that I've discussed on how to find ways to pursue your goals, feel free to subscribe to my channel or comment below. You all have a great Wednesday. Bye now. Bye, David. Have a great Wednesday.